Karen from Scandinavian Today. Not too long ago, I received a request to make a very traditional Danish dish, beef with horseradish sauce. And of course, it's one of my favorite dishes too, and brings back memories. My mom often made it. It's pretty easy to make actually. And then I also will be able to make a very delicious soup afterwards. So, but anyway, first of all, I'll show you the beef dinner, okay? So let's look at it and start cooking. The first step is to cook the beef. I have about 2.5 pounds of beef. I have 1 onion, which I'm going to slice. I have a bunch of parsley. I have 1 bay leaf. I have the top of some celery. I have 2 pieces of carrot, which I'm also going to peel and slice. And then I have 5 little peppercorns and 1 teaspoon of salt. So, and all the vegetable and the beef go into this big pot, and I'll cover it with water. And I now pour the water into the bowl, into the pot, and I'm going to cook the beef as well as the vegetable here. And of course I need enough water to cover the beef. And then we have a bay leaf in there, and that's it. So as soon as it starts boiling, I can remove the foam. But I put on the lid, and I'll keep an eye on it. As you can see, it's really bubbly, and there is some foam on the surface, which I'm removing now. And I have a bowl with cold water, and in it goes. So I have to do this a couple of times. So here you see the foam on the surface. Actually, you might want to add the vegetable after you have removed the foam to make it a little easier, but it works both ways. And I have removed basically all the foam. Now I turn down the heat, cover it with a lid, and I'll be back in a couple of hours. Then the meat should be nice and tender. I am going to make a very traditional sauce from Denmark. It's horseradish sauce, and we like to eat it with beef or chicken. Well, today I'm going to serve it with beef, so consequently I'm using beef stock. And let's get going with it. I have the ingredients right here. So here we have the ingredients for my horseradish sauce. I happen to grow horseradish in my garden, and of course when first it's established in the garden, it keeps coming back every year. So here I have a piece of it. I'm going to grind it. Here we have the beef stock. It is 1 cup of beef stock, half a cup of heavy cream. I have 2 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of butter, a pinch of sugar, and of course salt and pepper according to your taste. But let's get going, and first of all I'm going to melt the butter, then add the flour, and then continue. And as you can tell, the butter has melted. I'll now add the 2 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2. And let's stir it up. And I'll turn down the heat a little bit. And of course I don't want lumps, so let's keep stirring. Make sure there are no lumps in there. And it looks pretty good to me now. So I can start adding the beef stock. And here it comes. I don't add all of it right away. You just do it gradually. And again, now I can turn off the heat a little bit again. See, it's getting thick. So I continue with all the beef stock, and after that I'll add the heavy cream. And of course the very last step is to grind the horseradish and add that. And you want to make sure that after you've added the horseradish, you don't want to cook it any longer, because the flavor of the horseradish might go away. And I added all the beef stock. Now comes the heavy cream. And I'm adding just a teensy bit of sugar, not that much. Just like a pinch of sugar. Add a little bit of pepper. And of course also some salt. And then I'm leaving here's the salt. I'm leaving the sauce to cook while I'm grinding the horseradish. I just turn down the heat a little bit. And here we have the horseradish, and let's start. And of course it depends on how strong a horseradish flavor you want, but definitely a tablespoon, I would say. So I'll just keep grinding till I have about a tablespoon, and that should be now. So I'll add that to the sauce. Here it comes. And like I said, the moment I add the horseradish, I should turn off the heat, because if you keep it boiling, the flavor of the horseradish will kind of disappear. And I'll not taste it and see if there's anything else I need to add. Most likely I'll add a little bit more horseradish, but let's taste it. Yeah, I want more horseradish, definitely. Another tablespoon, I would say. And I'm adding a large tablespoon of horseradish. So like I said earlier, you just have to taste it in between and decide how strong the flavor you want. Now I'll try again and see if you want to add anything else. Yes, it's there now. I can definitely taste the horseradish. Delicious. It's good. So my horseradish sauce is all finished. I pour it in to the serving bowl. And I add a little bit on top before I serve it. Right, and here is my sauce spoon, which used to be my mom's. And of course, I enjoy using it. So here we are, all ready to eat our horseradish sauce. And I'm now slicing my beef, and of course it's nice and tender because I cooked it for a couple of hours. And I will now serve the complete dinner. I already boiled potatoes, and I cooked some beans, and I have the horseradish sauce, so I'm all ready to go. Here we have the cooked beans. I like to sprinkle them a little bit with parsley. I guess I'm always used to have parsley on my beans. And here we come with the meat, right? And then the sauce and the meat. And I like to sprinkle a little bit extra horseradish on top, and I can eat my traditional Danish dinner. I'm ready to taste my delicious Danish traditional horseradish beef dinner. And so I take a piece of the beef, dip it in the horseradish sauce. I love horseradish actually. It's so good. Definitely. And of course I need a bite of the potato as well. It's a wonderful dinner. I really like it. Hopefully you'll also like it. Please subscribe to our channel. And if you have any requests, let me know. I'd be happy to make it. But actually I have several requests I have to make right now, but I'll keep up with it eventually. Skål! Take care. See you another day. So Harry stole my napkin. That means I better give him a treat. He likes to steal stuff so he can get to taste my food, and of course he loves meatballs, so why not? Here you are, Harry. Enjoy it. Was that good? Oh.